What's up, guys? Welcome to the Half Amazing TV YouTube channel. I am Johnny Fontana and I'll be bringing to you nightclub tips, news, tutorials, and of course disagreements.
We're just some men that's on the mic, and when we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic.
Johnny Fontana, Half Amazing TV. We are keeping the conversation alive, bringing to you nightclub tips, tutorials, advice, and also disagreements. Okay. Before we get started, this is not an opinionated vlog so much. It's a vlog to sort of provoke thought. Okay. So before we get started, go ahead and listen to a clip by way of the Fair Use Principle by Ebro at Hot 97. Take it away.
T.I. has a record called Ball. Right. Okay. I like the record. It's cool. It plays in the club for like 90 seconds, right? And that's another debate we have where DJ will say, this record's fire, and I'll go, how long you played in the club? 90 seconds, 2 minutes. If you don't play a record 2 minutes in the club, it's not a hit. Right. Mm-hmm. Because when I put it in rotation, I got to play it for 4. Right. So if you mean to tell me when you played in the club for 90 seconds, I'm going to now turn and play it for 4 minutes on the box? It's not a hit. It's not adding up. Tell me when you playing it for 4 minutes, 3 minutes in the club, now it's a record that I could play on the radio. Right. There's tons of bands that make it dance, all these records. You listen to 90 seconds of those songs, you're over it. So I just leave those in the mix where cats jump in and out of records. Right. T.I.'s got songs on his album. Him and R. Kelly, him and CeeLo Green, right? Him and Pink. Real full-fledged songs, right? I'm like, yo, this shit is fire. Some of the DJs that was there that work here at the station was like, yeah, but he don't have one of them, you know, them things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that trap music, that, right. You know what I mean? That strip club. I need, you know, this ain't really what the kids is into. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about, man? This is good music. Good music. Why don't you like, I'm just saying, like, because DJs and DJs here are influenced by their lenses, right? So your lens, if all you do every day is work 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. at a club, your lens, how you see culture and music, is different than the person who works 9 to 5, who's driving to and from work, taking their kids to and from school. So I'm looking for records for the 9 to 5ers. I'm not looking for records for the dope boy on the corner. I'm looking for records that will entertain people who are employed and have shit to do, right? So when they're in their car, which 75% of our listeners are doing when they're listening to radio, they're going to get something that is palatable through their lenses, right? And most of the time, research shows those are songs that are melodic, right? That have some sort of presence to them.
And incidentally, most of those songs are coming from the other regions.
Currently.
First of all, as you can see, I'm at work, so I don't have too much time, okay? What we're talking about is how radio is programmed. Obviously, as you heard within the clip, that radio is played to a certain audience, okay? Which in any region, it may differ, but generally speaking, it's played to an audience that are actually going to and from work or driving between the hours of 9 to 5. Okay, give or take different hours, you know, within the region, and also people that are at work. But as DJs, haven't you noticed that a lot of the music is played at the clubs and it's similar or most likely the same as what you hear on the radio? So the question that I have for you, I want to provoke thought and engage conversation, is how does now the scene, the nightclub scene, suffer when the music that's being played at the nightclub is the same that's being directed to those that are going to work in their offices, living day-to-day lives during the day? Because it's a totally different atmosphere. You're not in the same frame of mind. And has as Ebro stated, that DJs see the music through a different lens. But now that we are playing the same music as seen through the 9 to 5 lens, is it causing more harm than good? You see what I'm saying to you? And they also spoke about how the music in the New York area is now being influenced by other regions because of the sound and so forth. And I'm sure that may be with other regions as well. I'm just using New York because of based on that interview, okay? But I'm sure it can affect other regions as well. But I'm not exactly sure because I'm not part of programming, I'm not part of radio, and that's when I want to have this discussion to those who are part of it, who are in the industry, who are in the nightclubs, and who are also part of the radio industry. How is it affecting it? Because I really don't see how it could benefit the nightclub scene overall if we're playing the same music that is on the radio, because it's commercial, right? And I'm not saying you cannot play commercial music at the nightclub, but there's less and less breaking of music. And one more thing, if you actually listen to more of the audio, or I think I have another link that I'll provide to you, what the radio programmer does is that during certain programs where the DJs have a little bit more leeway, they will allow the DJs to play that song and sort of gauge to see how or what reaction. So if people are turning off the actual radio or not tuning in to that particular song, they'll know whether to keep playing or not. But if it's playing continuously, or if if the meter is running, they'll play it and they'll tell the DJ, go ahead and keep playing it, keep playing it, keep playing it.
But then you get to, like I said, a Flex, a Rosenberg, in places where we take risks. And back to the research part, if they focus on a record, if Flex is like, I love this record, I'm playing it, I'll say to them, you got to play it every day for the next month, right, so I can measure it. So in those moments where people tune out, tune in, I got enough different moments to say, this record's going to perform like this. Now, let's open it up to 5 o'clock. And now enough. For the next 3 weeks, you're going to be on this record every day because now we got research that's saying it's moving in the right direction. Let's open it up. Okay, still performing. Let's open it up a little bit more. And that's how we graduate records from just being mix show records to being all-day records. So it's kind of like it's a system of doing things.
So the question is now, are DJs taking that same approach and applying it to the nightclub? Because if radio play is based on continuous airplay, exposure, the nightclub should be the same thing, because at the end of the day, even though it's a different mindset, it's a different feel, but subconsciously, where do you think we're going with that? So it's a conversation that needs to be had. Chime in. Let's have this conversation. Johnny Fontana, Half Amazing TV. You know where to find me. Let's talk about it.
Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks.